common fall and the most important one to master is the side fall. So I could be in a fighting stance here, or I could just be standing, but if I'm somehow pushed or made to fall to the ground towards my side, I have to be able to do it without posting on my arm, which will potentially break my elbow or jam my shoulder, or both. So what I'm going to try and do is break the fall over the greatest surface area of my body. So I'm going to slap from my fingertip all the way to my shoulder, the side of my body, and even my hip, all the while avoiding to hit my head. So again, if I'm in a fighting stance here and my rear foot is swept out from me, the side fall will look like this. Notice I adopt a fighting stance even on the ground right after I fall. I'm still in the fight here, and I'm able to protect myself. I did not hit my head, and I'm fully aware and unhurt. Once again, the side fall. I could be fighting stance, I could be standing here, it doesn't really matter. But if I go to the side here, I'm falling across this surface area. Superior way to break fall going forwards is to take the impact from your fingertips all the way to your elbows on both sides. So I'm making a triangle in front of my face, which is the most important thing to protect, and I'm taking the fall along this entire surface area, all the while staying on the balls of my feet and not allowing my feet to move to my toes. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Notice that I did not hit my knees, I did not bounce my hips off the mat, and I did not hit my head. Okay, at the higher level of application, I can use the same fall from an even higher altitude. So if I fall from a greater distance, it's still the same technique. Again, if I'm in a fight and I have to fall forward like this, let's say my attacker is behind me, my best follow-up technique is to adopt a defensive position on the ground. That would look like this. Let's say I'm pushed from behind, defensive position. Once my attacker backs away and I'm allowed to get up, I'm going to use the defensive stand-up. Okay, the third essential break fall to know is the rear fall. So if I'm pushed by someone or I'm made to fall backwards, I have to do it in the way again, where I don't hit my head and I take the impact over a broad surface area of my body. In this case, it's going to be from the fingertip all the way to my shoulder on both sides, and the top of my back here across the shoulders, all the while avoiding to hit the back of my head. So the fall is going to look like this. Notice I adopt a fighting stance here, and again, when the opportunity arises for me to get up, I get up in a defensive stance. The other option for this fall is to roll through. And that can be a bit dangerous if your attacker is aggressive and he continues to follow you on your fall, because he can soccer kick you in the head. But that said, it's good to know all the options. So I can roll through on this fall like this.